I know that Christabel can be a handful, but I expected better from Mr. Patrick, her husband. How do you disrespect your wife like that in the presence of your side chick? And why is the lady that you employed as your secretary or as your PA, like you said, okay, dresses the way she dresses, and you don't think that you should correct her, you should stop her from dressing that way? This was even before you guys started having something. So I feel like this woman has always been on a mission, but Mr. Patrick's lost did not allow him see it. Okay. Now, his wife started suspecting him, and she confided in her mother, and her mother said, "You know what? You have to apply wisdom because you contributed to this." And she's like, "Are you blaming me?" And mother was sincere enough to say yes, okay, and kudos to her for that, to say yes to her, well, that she contributed to it. I'm happy her mom told her the truth. So, she began to do the things she wouldn't do, offer him a massage, make him breakfast, and even take food to the office to him, even if eventually he didn't get to eat the food she took to the office. So I'm just I'm just wondering, do you have to wait until it gets to that point? So you see, this also is to tell some people out there, okay, some people know they have a good partner and they feel that because this person is good, this person would never do certain things. I mean, by the time they complain and complain to you about a certain character and you choose not to work on it, definitely they are going to look. Well, it takes the grace of God for them not to look. The next available person who is able to give them what you are not giving to them, what they've been complaining about, they jump at it, especially for the male gender. Okay, more of the male gender here. Okay. Now she shows up in her husband's office. Remember, her mother said she should apply wisdom and she shouldn't do anything silly, only for his side chick to come in acting somehow like she gave herself away so cheaply. It was easy for her to be able to decode that something is actually going on between her husband and this lady. Okay. And of course, what do you expect her to do? She's an angry wife. How can she be staring at this woman? Have show that she's actually having something to do with her very handsome husband, and then she goes for the secretary straight up, okay. And the part that broke my heart was when Patrick, rather than apologize to his wife and put this so-called side chick in her place, what he did was to take sides with his side chick. And to crown it all, he told his wife that if she doesn't leave his office, that he was going to take pictures and send to blogs, okay, because he knows that his wife doesn't joke with her social media presence, okay. Now, you know that for Christabel, or Sexy Crystal, um, you know that what you do, she knows that what she does is content that tells people that she has a perfect home, perfect husband, amazing husband. So don't you think you have a role to play in order to have this man, at least behave well even in your absence? And this is not to say that men who are badly behaved is because of the kind of wife they are married to. Well, I'm actually saying that in this case, it was obvious that this man wasn't going to look outside if only his wife gave him the attention and did the things that he wanted. If only she did not allow her content creation get in the way, like cause a huge gap in their marriage, this man wouldn't have bothered. He wouldn't have been worried. Okay, it's the fact that she was overdoing it. But like I said, he knew from the onset. That's the thing. People think they can manage certain things until they now get into it, and then they now realize that they cannot deal with it. You don't expect her to change overnight because, oh, you are her husband, and because you're a husband, a content she's been creating long before she met you, and these were part of things you both talked about, and you said you were cool with it, and now you want her to stop simply because you don't like it anymore. It doesn't work that way. I feel like that's also selfish on the part of Mr. Patrick. Now, Christabel could have been able to manage these things, okay, have time to create her content without it interfering in her wifely duties, in her motherly duties, in being a wife and in being a mother, okay? I'm sure her husband won't have a problem with it if he's not noticing that, oh, this thing that she's doing is taking her attention away from their home. He won't even complain. And trust me, she might even get him to probably show face in her videos once in a while. Maybe not all the time, but she overdoes it, okay? Now, the people who actually want something to pull her down are gradually going to get something. Remember, we saw a certain person taking pictures. They didn't show the face of the person, taking pictures of Mr. Patrick and his side chick. Okay, this could be the guy that Ifoma contacted simply because Ifoma wants to drag her down. Anyways, I feel like Mr. Patrick owes Christabel a sincere apology, and I feel like Christabel also owes her husband a sincere apology and change as well, because I don't see the reason why she behaved the way she behaved in the office, to be honest. Like I said, it's painful, okay, that you discover that kind of thing, but how about you try to handle it properly, okay? How about you don't handle it properly. Don't leave there saying things like, she said, oh, you don't deserve my love, you don't deserve my food, and then she left with the food. That was so unnecessary. Okay, I know that trying to control yourself in that kind of situation can be hard, but how about you try and control yourself, leave there, and at least put a call across to your mom. I mean, that's one person for now that seems to be talking sense into her and telling her the truth. Anyways, guys, it's getting more interesting. Do well to share your thoughts in the comment section. I hope that this thing that Mr. Patrick is doing as well does not cost him his own business. Okay, because I don't see the reason why you're trying to use your wife's weakness against her. Okay, she's wrong. Nobody's disputing that, but two wrongs don't make a right. Guys, share your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe, share this video out. See you in the next.